do that thing.
We are doing footwear grading to help make these recommendations to people that are coming in to get assessed. We're testing absorb, bounce, and stability for all the shoes on the wall.
More absorbent.
Honestly, that feels pretty mid in the best way, in the most possible best way.
Let's see.
Little bounce.
We have a lot of content. We have grading nights. We have us talking to the Salomon team, but we also have Rob matching people.
Why do we match?
Why do we match?
Yeah, why do we match?
People like football, beer.
It's true.
Why do we match? We match people to footwear so that they can enjoy running. They can seek joy in running. Damn, start it again. Here.
It's injury prevention.
Start like that?
If you were a consumer, you would come into RunAsYouAre, you would check in for your RunReady appointment. You might get the full RunReady Performance Program, so they put you on a treadmill, go through it, then you go through the entire analysis with the physiotherapist. It outputs footwear matched, that's matched basically off the absorption grade and the bounce grade.
And I think like the greatest advancements we have done like in footwear development at Salomon is really like again simplifying the offer for the consumer and making it easy for him just to choose the right shoe that match his need. And so basically what we have done is to create like free franchise, very easy to understand, like within right in the middle a shoe, what is Genesis, that many people are now having, from the top athlete to the more conventional runners in the world. And in the end, this shoe is matching ticking all the boxes because the shoe is very cushy, very stable, very grippy, and also very durable. And in the end, we create two other franchise. The other franchise is Ultra Glide, and the promise is really like the comfort. So if like Genesis is not providing you enough comfort, and you're looking for more cushioning, then you will have this franchise. From the S-Lab level to the normal level. So S-Lab means very high-end components, not only for the athlete, but also for the consumer that want to have the best of what is possible to do in terms of footwear development with the more premium material. And then we have another franchise, which is like Pulsar, which is all about dynamism and going fast in trail running. And you know that in trail running, the difference compared to road, going fast doesn't mean going fast on the flat.
All of these foams feel a little bit different. So how do you go about creating these three pillars within gravel and road, but still create a system where that foam can be enjoyable and not wild? It's not flexing where it shouldn't be and things like that.
Natural shoes are becoming more and more stable, and stability shoes are becoming more and more natural, I would say. Because
there is an irony there.
It's for real.
But now, thanks to the evolution of the foam, thanks to the super foam, it's possible, to bring a lot of bounce and a lot of cushioning, even with a lot of stack height. When you run with this shoe, you don't think it's you are not feeling that it's restraining or your stride, but like in technical terrain, in the end, you're feeling like really confident. But if we remove like really this part, you feel less confident, And so I'm just like to say that in the end, we call it dynamic because it helps you when you need it, but it doesn't affect your stride.
One design inspiration was the Formula One glove, where it's same as your t-shirt. Pretty much all the stitches the nice stitches are outside. So you can see like this finish is outside. But when you look at the inside, you have those ugly stuff that are directly in contact with your skin. Formula One glove, everything is built inside out. So all the nice stitches are inside, and you have even more control and comfort.
That's cool.
So we were like, okay, let's build a running shoe the same way, because here on this shoe, for example, if I take this shoe, if you put your hand inside, you will feel like a toe box, for example. There is an additional TPU piece inside the shoe to give it a shape. We're going to build the shoe with all the construction elements outside of the shoe.
Totally see that.
And the interior is completely
Yeah.
seamless. There is no toe box because the toe box is outside. And so this is a little bit designed, but we decided to put the nice finish inside and the finish that is not that nice outside, but we assume it. And
Yeah.
I think the beauty of this product is that it's perfect because it's imperfect.
Appreciate it. Thank you. That was really good.
All right, Jen, we've got 3 pairs of shoes that we're gonna start out with. Each of them in the lineup here really take into account the things that you went through with your assessment. So the Achilles injury that you've kind of dealt with over the years, the fact that you're working mostly around a track, so a shorter distance environment right now. We've been doing a version of this for almost a decade, but now with the RunReady Performance Program, we can really elevate and dial in the fit process and kind of where you start based off how your body's doing right now, and then you can grow from there. What we want to do is have a little bit of support in the heel while she builds up her strength and things like that, so that there isn't too much stress put on that Achilles area. In addition, distance-wise, Jen's out there running on a track right now, usually around 5-6 laps, as she kind of works through getting back into running. So we want a shoe that isn't too high up, where it's going to be too unstable as she's going around the corners of the track and that sort of thing, but with a little bit more cushion to alleviate that stress on the body. You just had your assessment. How'd it go? Sweet. Well, based off your assessment, you can have a seat here. We got 3 pairs of shoes to get you started. We'll try to narrow it down from here. We want you comfortable. We want you really to be able to get back into that time and distance goal again. So we're giving you the shoes that we know will provide a good amount of absorb. So really like a mid amount of absorb, but then a high bounce. So we're almost really kind of filling the gaps for you until you feel like you're really back to what your 100% feels like as we kind of build up your strength and mobility through the prescription program. Well, what we do with all of our footwear, irregardless of brand, season, anything like that, we go through a footwear grading process. So we do that with an internal group and an external group, and it's based off a number of criteria. Absorb, bounce, stability, fit, of course, falls into there as well. But what we do is based off numerous people, so usually well over 25, 30 people, all independently grade the shoe. Those grades go into our database. And then what happens is it spits out effectively a number for absorb and a number for bounce, which happens on the back end. But from your perspective, you go through the assessment protocol and that whole side of things with the physiotherapist. And then when we are working through that, it spits out an assortment that matches the assessment. And that assessment plugs into the grade of the footwear as well. And this is a perfect example of how we're elevating the match side of things. So for nearly a decade now, we've been fitting shoes in a very personalized way. We're doing it from a lot of exploratory conversation with our customers, making sure that we understand their history around injuries, their goals, things like that. But now what we're doing with Match is we're taking that information, that one-on-one customer information, and we're plugging in more data. So we're actually elevating the shoe fit process by also taking that assessment and plugging it into what we know when we have a conversation with the customer or somebody that's just really getting into running and just better understand what it is they're looking for, so that we not only fit the shoes for them now, but we understand if these shoes are going to work for them in 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road.